Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today you join us at Bimmerfest, where we've brought over our G81 M3 Touring and our G82 M4 to be present on the eVenturi stand. There are hundreds of BMWs at this show, so let's go take a look around. We'll start on the GP Products EU stand, who are the distributor for eVenturi, amongst other brands like Akrapovic, CSF, HRE. Behind me is our Touring, which you're very familiar with. So let's take a look at GP Products demo car. This is a G80 M3. It has an Adro front bumper, an Alpha N hood, which is the same as the hood we have on our M4, and gold HRE wheels. What do you guys think of that Adro bumper? I kind of only like it from dead on front end. I'm not sure about it from other angles, but please drop a comment below and let us know what you think of this one. Another car you'll be very familiar with is our mint green M4. We've done a few changes since the last time. We have Moton coilovers, and they're a true coilover setup on the rear, and that's been set up to help us do launches when we're trying to get drag times. We've got the built engine from Mr. Vanos and the built transmission from Pure Drivetrain Solutions, and we've just run that in on the way over here, and we're going to start showing you the timings from our stage 2 when we get back to the UK. And after we've done that, we've got the Mossman Turbos to go on the car. Mossman are actually here as well, so we'll go over there shortly and I'll show you their car and the turbos. Mossman are one of the headline sponsors of Bimmerfest, and they have their G80 M3 here, which is their demo car, and this is running the turbos that we're going to be running on our built M4. So their engine isn't built and they don't have any supplemental fueling, so they've hit a limit of 775. Turbos are capable of around 1,000 horsepower, we think, so we'll find that out soon. But in terms of just putting the turbos on the car and having the stock fuel system, 775 is where they're at, so this will be a very quick car. Let's go take a look at the turbos in a bit more detail. These are the Mossman hybrid turbos we had on our S55. You know that project as Viper, the Verdi Mantis M3, and we had great results with that car at VMAX, and we hit over 200 miles an hour from a standing start at around 1.1 miles. Now these are the ones for the S58. They're the ones that are in Mossman's demo car, and they are the ones that we will be fitting on our M4 that we've just built the engine on. We will need port injection to go with that, CSF manifold, and methanol to keep the temperatures down, because these cars get really hot. Over here we have a part that Mossman have prototyped, and this will be the turbo inlets that match up their turbo to the eVenturi intakes, so we can keep running on the intakes and have it optimized for these turbos. Here we have Sander from Full Car Tuning's F81 M3 CS Touring. Now this was featured on eVenturi's stand in 2019 when he had just built the car, and it got an amazing reception. If you want to watch more details on that and our chat with Sander, we'll put a link to the video so you can check it out. This is still to date probably my favorite F81 M3, because I think it's got that extra specialness because it was based on the CS, so it has a lot of original CS parts. And now we have our own M3 Touring, but instead of building one, we bought it from BMW. Across the way from us is the stand of Homage NL, and they are actually the aftermarket tuning arm of a big BMW dealer called Story BMW. You can see the XM behind us. That's probably the first time a lot of people have seen it in the flesh. But more interestingly for us is a brand new M2, and this is running the full carbon kit from MHC, from the guys at R44 in London. I really like the front lip, the side skirts, diffuser, it works really well with the car. Our one is actually going to be delivered in a few weeks, and we can't wait to get stuck in. We had great success with our F87 M2, which you guys know as Starler. Do you think the G87 can ever replace the M2? Let us know in the comments. Here we have Autotop NL's retail arm, which is called Evolution M. If you haven't followed the guys at Autotop NL, I suggest you do so. They've done a video on our F80 M5 where they drove it on the Autobahn, and we've also done the video on the M3 Touring, the M4, which is still to be released, and our M4 mint green going around the track with a pro driver. So look out for that one. Here we have the driver's M4. It has a full GT4 front, Moton 3-way suspension, a stage 2 tune, crank hub fix. It's 488 at the wheels, and it will do a sub 7-second BTG at the ring. So a very impressive car. You might think this is an M2 competition, but look closer, it's not. It's got a hatchback, so it's actually a 1 Series, but it is a very special 1 Series because under the hood, it has an S63 TU engine running 800 horsepower, and that gets to the ground with a 4-wheel drive system. So this car has been converted to an M2 front end and a 4-wheel drive system with 800 horsepower, and it does 100 to 200 in 5 seconds flat. Do you think we should come back to Germany and drive this car? Let us know in the comments. That's it for now, Bimmerfest. It's been a great show as always. This is our 5th time coming here. UK guys, if you haven't been, I suggest you visit. And European guys, if you haven't been, it's on your doorstep. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. If you want to join the conversation, please drop us a comment below and we will do our best to respond to you. And if you're running out of things to watch, why don't you watch one of these two?